Okay.
That thing got in the compound and just decimated everything.
That sucks.
What's so weird? It's the same type of one that comes in. It's almost like the game plans it that way. Like it's like, okay, he's building up, send it in.
Right.
It's the same type of dinosaur. I sent y'all guys the name. It's like a freaking wood chipper with teeth. I don't what the. But it was a level 7. Everything we had was 20 and higher, and it just went through them like they were nothing. So I don't understand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they all were on it at once. Even that muzzin chop.
Hmm.
I guess that's how you say that. It's even in the descriptions when you're reading about it, it's a known coward. It will not fight anything ever,
Really?
no matter how much you beef it up. Its first instinct is to run, and it will always run. It won't protect anything.
Right.
It even went after it. So you had
Wow.
two parasaurs, triceratops, and this muzzin chop all going after this thing, pinned it against the spiked wall, and it still won. And took me out twice in the middle. And I was like, good grief, what is that thing made out of? But
Dang.
it finally, when everything was dead, I went up in our house because you could go up on the roof and look down at it. And I was going to get up there and start shooting it to see if I could take it out. And it was attacking the spikes on it. It hates those spikes. I don't know why. And it killed itself on the spikes. So I harvested it and went about my business. So the rest of the game was me collecting wood, hide, thatch, and fiber, and I extended the compound out from the rock to the left about 4 sections and put a
Yeah.
dino gate in the middle of it.
Oh, that's cool.
And then took that section and went all the way into the ocean. The fence disappears into the ocean.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about something just barely going around it to the water. It has to go out in the water a little bit before it can um, come back in. I've got to work on the other side because it went after the Cuddle Hut like crazy too. I don't understand that, but there's a hut I built on an area that I didn't have fencing for just to clog it up. Plus, I had all the pieces. You get them in drops,
Right.
and so I built a little house, and then I doubled the size of it when I got another set of those to
Hmm.
drop. And he took one complete half of it off in a door in his rampage through the place. So, but now we have two new parasaurs, Toby and Tess,
There we go.
and they've got saddles. And I get on one and have the other follow, and we just go through the forest, and I load them up with wood. And I took one to just a little over half of its weight it could carry, and it was like 600 wood
Hmm.
and a bunch of fiber and stuff. And I got bored. Where my plan was to load them both up, but I just got bored. So I came back and unloaded all that, and then started making all kinds of crap. We've got a bookshelf upstairs now full of blueprints that we've gotten. Made the fridge. That thing is awesome.
Really?
You put spark powder in it, and it burns the spark powder at a low temperature, and somehow keeps everything preserved. And I've put all the fish that I cooked, all the meat I've cooked since then in there, plus a bunch of raw meat,
Okay.
and not a bit of it is spoiled in like 4 days of game time.
Oh, wow.
And if I read it right, the stuff that is cooked
Yeah.
after a few more days will turn to jerky.
Okay. See, I've heard that's one of the, not, I wouldn't say a complaint, it's just something to know, is that food spoils very quickly in that game.
Yes, good grief, it does. The only good thing about it is you need that in your mortar and pestle to make. Oh crap! Oh, you use that and the narco berries to make the narcotic. So
Right.
that's the only that stuff comes from. And on a whim, I took a bunch of the charcoal that gets made from burning wood and made us a bunch of gunpowder. Now we don't have any guns, but we got gunpowder. What else is there? I removed the spiral staircase, Randy.
Yeah, there you go.
I got tired of that damn thing. It looked awesome, but the room's too small for it, and you're just fighting it. And I'm like, screw this. So I took it out and put a ladder.
That works.
So, and then I put a railing around the top of the house because there's a ladder that goes up there. And the first thing that was happening to me, every time I'd go up the ladder, I'd go off the side of the building. So I put railing up there now, so that's not going to happen anymore. It's just stuff like that. I entertain myself most of the day. Oh, here we are. Oh, I got a couple of questions for you, Dimitri.
Okay.
I'm not moving. Okay, there we go. Your recording stuff.
Yes.
Oh crap! What was my question?
I think I answered it.
Okay, cool. I had a question. I don't remember what it was now. I wonder. I know what I don't know how this works. That's what the kind of question I was going to ask you. When you're recording,
Yes.
you're recording your audio straight into OBS, right?
Yes.
And me and Randall
Mm-hmm.
are coming through Skype.
Exactly.
How do you do that? Just
when you set up OBS. Oh, is somebody nearby me? Okay. When you set up OBS, you actually tell it basically what to look at. So you can say like, oh, look at the front microphone on the laptop. And look at like whatever's the primary on the screen. Oh, come on, reload. What is going on? There we go. So basically, what's going on? Let me get to somewhere else. It's getting a little herky. It's yeah, I don't know where that noise is coming from. I was actually flying around doing a tour of our old base, the hospital.
Oh, yes.
And then like,
We have to go back there someday.
Yeah, well, I'm flying around here. I figure it'd be a funny thing to put on for a minute because I've told people about our base. The only
it's so weird. We talk like we haven't been there in years, and game time it was like a week ago.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see. Let me land real quick. Turn this off. Basically, what happens is you tell OBS, look at this device, and then you'll say, look at this device, and you can add as many as you want. So you could add like a bunch of different webcams and all that kind of thing. So I'll tell it, look at the webcam on the front of the laptop, look at the video game that's going to be playing on the main screen, and I can actually tell it like which one's up and which one's down. So that way you can see the webcam over top of the video game. And then when I do audio, I'll say like, look at all the audio coming off of the laptop, which is game audio and Skype audio, which is a good way of keeping that balanced. And then there's my audio on its own.
Oh, okay.
Which part
Something weird's going on with this game.
Yeah, it's gotten like bad herky. See, this is the only thing that's a little worrisome about it, is when it gets herky like this, when you are recording the game, it's kind of like running the game twice. So it's very resource intensive to begin with. And then when it starts getting like real herky or something weird is going on, it's so much worse on the video side because it's actually trying to record what you're doing. I've gotten a lot of it worked out, but the only thing I'm worried about is like, like sometimes when it got real goofy and it like just the whole game locked up, I'm very worried that like that kind of stuff, when you go back to OBS, might actually just get rid of the video as you're going because there's nothing to record. So I'm having to be very mindful of like what I'm running in the background. Like before doing any of this, I have to shut everything down. It's just it's just the game. It's just Skype. It's just the video. It's just the OBS. I do have these side computers that I'm thinking about turning into one new computer. And you can actually, OBS has a plug-in, and I can't remember what it's called, but you can, if you're on the same network, you can actually stream whatever your PC is doing to the other computer, and the other computer can actually do all the recording and editing and all that. And that way it takes a lot of what's going on with the game off of that and shifts it to the other computer.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to end up getting to that because I've slowly gotten it worked out. There's a lot of little things, like, what was it? I think OBS was trying to record the game in 1600 by 900, so it's a relatively high quality, but it was doing a 1280 game. That's what I had DayZ set up for. So there was a lot of stuff it was doing that just wasn't efficient, so I think that's where a lot of this was coming from.
Which one did you change, the game or the setting?
The setting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, what was going on here is my mouse stopped working, but the keys for moving around were fine, and the icons up on the compass were flashing.
That's weird.
So I didn't know what that was about. I was just sitting there staring at them going, okay.